Yes, we are here again in the Solution Studio.
Yes.
What's good?
And our topic for this session is killing people entertainment? So,
Yo.
What's good?
I'm Octavio.
I'm Mo.
Kobe.
What's
good?
So what we talking today is killing people entertainment. What do you
Yeah.
know?
Hell yes.
It is.
It's become a sport.
What do you reckon,
Entertainment.
It is. It's being pushed as a it's being pushed as a sport almost, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can kill someone anywhere in virtually.
Yeah.
Got computer games. You got
Exactly.
rap lyrics.
Yeah.
Glorifying it.
Movies.
Movies. That's another one. And
People
it's
dance to it, innit?
people danced to listening
lyrics,
to people being killed.
They dance to murder.
That's crazy when you put it like that. But it is. That is what it is. Yeah.
They dancing to killing people.
Has society gone so left that now we are? I mean, we've been doing it.
Been doing what?
Being entertained by death, by killing culture.
No, that's a new phenomenon.
You reckon?
It's only in the last few decades that we've had music that actually promoted and celebrated.
Yes, it's like what,
murdering
early 90s.
But in the olden days, didn't people used to get executed, and then crowds would gather and they would watch that Roman times,
Yeah.
So maybe it started a bit earlier.
That's a good point.
But they were not dancing to it.
But they might have been doing plays to it though.
No, they're watching it.
Plays, yeah.
It was
Plays, it was entertainment in like Shakespeare.
Exactly.
Entertainment.
Damn.
Yeah.
So it's always been around, basically.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
So how far back does this go?
Yeah.
Damn.
But the thing is,
Getting all tired.
I stumbled upon something here.
no, I don't think. Look,
Jeez.
yeah, what the spectacles that the Romans put on for the entertainment of people. I think it was to do with, I mean, they used to have loads of Christians that they would watch them being killed and so on and so forth. There was a political reason for what they were doing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't like a certain group of people. They had slaves and so on, and the emperor would have the sick idea to do all of those things. You see what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, the difference between that and what we have today, we actually dance to it. It's like those events they were common, but they were not that prevalent. You see what I'm saying? Like it wasn't happening like every Sunday type thing.
Oh yeah, I heard it was like a rare occasion where people would like.
You know what I mean? But now you have a device and you have headphones, and you can literally listen to it.
Yeah.
Day in, every minute, every second.
Yeah.
Every time you switch on the TV, you're watching it. Every time you're listening to something, you're listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest.
You're basically plugging yourself into entertaining murder.
Yeah. Drowning yourself in it.
Yeah.
Into these messages.
We celebrate it. We celebrate it all the time. We celebrate killing people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what children are being brought up.
The next question is, I guess, what this is: why? Why are we entertained by someone's death so much?
Do you know why? Because they, the hierarchy enslaving you, have figured out human psychology. They figured out human psychology. They understand your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Conscious mind being the masculine side of you, the logical side of you, and the subconscious mind being the feminine side of you, your emotions. They figured out that with music, music connects with your emotions. So as you're dancing and being entertained by the rhythm, it bypasses your conscious mind, your logic and reasoning. So you don't police what's entering you. And that's what the conscious mind is there. Think masculine, the male principle is the provider, the protector, same as your mind. The conscious mind is the protector of your mind and of you. So they figured out repetition gets to your subconscious mind. Symbols gets to your subconscious mind. Trauma gets to your trauma and experience gets to your subconscious mind. So that's why they've plugged it. They figured it out. Plug it everywhere. Put these messages everywhere. And over time, it's only for so long. When you're Hassan got to it when he was talking about propaganda in that episode.
Yeah.
We're under siege with these messages. It's so much. You have to be so strong. So you have to be so strong to avoid these messages, because all it takes is for you to accept it. And it's like that seeds inside of you. And if you're not policing yourself on a day-to-day, moment-to-moment basis, all it takes is a second to act out these messages.
So you're basically saying we're accepting it without even realize that we're accepting it.
Yes.
It's subconscious
just by being exposed to it.
I think that we're
that deep.
I think that I agree with 90% of that, and you're absolutely right. It is psychological, but I think it's to do with human nature. And yes, you're right. Through your emotion allows you to, kind of what you said, bypass the conscious side. For emotion, it does that. But I think it's to do with what it does. It feeds into your ego. It feeds into your vanity. It feeds into your selfishness. You see what I'm saying? And again, it goes back to giving you a godlike kind of, you know what I mean? Like no one, if you listen to if you listen to the ego that's being promoted on these songs, is to do with almost like I'm God, no one can mess with me. I'm like, they present themselves as if they are these untouchable people. You see what I'm saying? Like, we are the whatnot, and that feeds into the ego, it feeds into the vanity, it feeds into. But the thing is, you have to have a nature that is capable of being vain, that is capable of being egotistical, proud, how do I say, promiscuous, and so on and so forth, in order for these messages to be received, in order for these messages to be even entertained. You see what I'm saying? So it's feeding into that sinful nature. That's what it's doing. And then it gives you that ego of almost like you are untouchable. You know what I mean? And yeah. But yeah, music speaks to our emotional side. Yeah. That's why it's so easily received.
I think that's the key thing, because I see music as a way of reflecting your emotions, and if you can use it cleverly, you can use it to manipulate people's emotions. And I think that's what's going on in the music industry as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at the black community; it's completely infested with it.
Yeah, like, have you seen like trends happening? All of a sudden, everybody's like, there's fads happen. All of a sudden, people are wearing Dre beats. All of a sudden, people are talking a specific slang. All of a sudden, people are wearing clothes a certain way. I feel it's through the music. It gets spooky again, where there's subliminal messages in the music, and that's a part of it as well. But it's the actual music, not the lyrics. It's the music that you accept, and it's the lyrics that gets into you without you realizing. Yeah, and then you act it out. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Say that again. Say that again.
So it's through the music, like. So there's a song saying, like, I don't know, murder, murder, kill, kill, kill.
Yeah.
So it's the music. If it's on a good beat,
Yeah.
you're gonna, by your enjoyment of that beat, of that rhythm, gets your. It's the same as the cinema.
Gets you emotionally attached.
Yeah. But there's different methods. Like, for example, in the cinema, when you go in the cinema, they turn off the lights, they make it dim, make it all like it gets you into a dream state.
Ambiance.
Yeah, ambiance. So that's another form of how they get into your subconscious mind. That's one form, by having that ambience feeling in the movies. But with the music, it's the rhythm of the soul. It's the rhythm connection to your soul, and then it's the content in the music that bypasses your conscious mind, and then you accept it without
into your subconscious.
I had a story. Yeah. There's a story. Yeah, one of a friend of mine was in a club, and he was trying to chirp this girl. He was trying to talk to her, and she's like, she's not interested. Blah blah blah. Right. And then she's just like, and he's like, what's going on? What's wrong? And then she turns around and she says, I'm Christian. And he was like, what? And they were playing, this is when 50 Cent came out, in the club.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, what? If you're Christian, what are you doing here? Yeah. She goes, I just like the beat.
Yeah.
So why you dancing? Because he asked him, why are you dancing to this music?
Yeah.
If you're Christian, you shouldn't even be dancing to this music. Yeah. She goes, I just like the beat.
Yeah.
What is the beat? The rhythm.
Yeah.
She likes the flow and the beat. So she like renounced her morals almost. You know what I mean? And because she liked the rhythm. Yeah. She liked the emotion that she got out of the rhythm of the music, whether it was the flow, whether it was the beat. You see what I'm saying? So she bypassed her morals. You see what I'm saying? Her conscious,
that's
the conscious, right?
Yeah,
she gave up on, you know what I mean? Like
what she thought she believes, or what she genuinely believes.
What the conscious side of you would have basically been telling you, right? The conscious side of you would have been saying,
the gatekeeper,
what he's saying is wrong. You shouldn't be listening to this. Yeah. But because the rhythm made her feel a certain way, because the flow made her feel a certain way, she decided to give in to that rather than.
And they know this. And they know, and the difference between men and women is that men are more logical and women are more emotional.
Yes,
hence, when they get bombarded with messages for advertising to go shop, women usually get those messages more than men and have that impulse to go do retail therapy.
They're more like to entertain it.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they know this. They know this. And they put it in the music and they put it in the entertainment and they bombard us. And because we don't know these things, it takes knowing that they're doing it it's as easy as being conscious of them doing it for it to like not affect you so much. It's that simple.
It's psychological.
It's psychological.
Do you think it could be that actually they are conscious of everything, but that they use the excuse of I'm listening to the beat to justify it to the moral part of themselves? Yeah. Or is that kind of like the same thing?
No, absolutely. They're not. They're not being controlled.
Yeah.
So, for example, it's. They know what they're doing. Human beings know what they're doing is wrong. They're aware of everything that's happening. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? But because they like how it makes them feel, they will make an excuse for it.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I like the ego that I'm getting out of this. You know, when you start listening, I mean, you just have to listen to one of the songs and you almost put yourself in that position as if you are that person. You see what I'm saying? And it gives you that ego. You know what I mean? That godlike ego. That like, yo, I'm invincible. I'm this and I'm that. You know what I mean? People, they almost like, they fantasize being that rapper. You see what I'm saying? Like, how is it that they know so much about the rapper? Like, it's like they feel they put themselves in the shoes or whatever it is that the rapper's trying to
They
portray
live
in that particular
vicariously,
song. You see what I'm saying?
vicariously.
Yeah, through that rapper.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they start becoming emotionally attached to everything that person is
Lifestyle.
actually saying. But they choosing everything as they go along. Like this is
all a choice.
It's all a choice.
Right.
Now there is also peer pressure.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is peer pressure. Peer pressure is
ultimately,
very real.
That's
you know
a
what I
big
mean?
one. That can be very influential, can't it?
It is very influential. But even with all the peer pressure, they are still conscious of what they are doing.
Yes.
They're still conscious of what they're doing. And then eventually
Still
what it does is it becomes a habit.
Yeah. We're on the same
That's
page.
when it becomes difficult to come out of it. Because it's now a habit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It becomes a habit. Like I still listen to some of these songs. You know what I mean? I know it's wrong. I know the message that they are saying that in that song is wrong. You see what I'm saying? But I'm trying to listen less and less. And I've noticed it's not because I have a desire to necessarily listen to it. It's pure habit. I've developed an emotional attachment to these songs. And it has turned into habits because I've been listening to it over and over again for years. You see what I'm saying? And you develop almost like ego because you're so emotionally attached to them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like
a connection.
a connection. Yeah, a connection with these songs. You see what I'm saying?
Connection.
So, killing is entertainment, man.
So why is it like there's some people that hear these songs and they can still live a regular life and be law-abiding citizens, but there's other people hearing these songs and they're influenced and they go out and act out these acts in the songs. Like, why is it some are influenced and some are not influenced? Have you ever considered that?
I think there's many factors to that.
Okay.
It's also to do with how you were raised, your family structure, the morals that they believe in.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like all of that plays into whether a child's gonna go out there and act out the very things that they're hearing.
Yeah.
It could also be like the life you're living anyway. Could be similar. It could be similar to it anyway, and that just gives you justification to do that.
That's true.
And then on the other side, like it could be like pure fantasy for someone.
Yeah.
Who'd never dream of living that life, so they indulge in it.
It's like an inspiration. They're inspired by it.
Yeah, or they just indulge in it because it's like a form of escapism of their boring, mundane life.
It's like a rush.
Yeah.
It's like a
So kind of like watching
dopamine.
Yeah, like kind of like watching science fiction movies.
Yeah.
It's like you're never gonna travel in time and through space and stuff, but you watch it to kind of escape.
It's just like entertainment.
It's like entertainment.
Yeah.
That's it.
Entertainment. Killing is entertainment.
Yeah. That's it.
But I think it's by being entertained by these stuff, it's a reflection of the people watching it, not the actual production of it. It's it tells you more about the people enjoying it rather than the people making it. Or
I think it's both sides.
yeah,
I think it's the production. I don't think the production was came out of thin air. It was done purposely for a reason. You see what I'm saying? So there is purpose there. There's an agenda there.
Yeah.
Then the consumer,
yeah,
he has a choice to make. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I've given you a product. You know what I mean? Now you've got a choice to make whether you want to entertain this product or not entertain this product. You see what I'm saying?
And that's what I mean. Like by them producing this product and putting it out into the world, it can sell or it can not sell. Why is it not selling? Why is it not being repelled when it comes out to the public and the public are saying, no, we don't want to see killing. We don't want to see this kind of content. Why isn't the public pushing back? The public's embracing this content.
No, because
and these people are making money.
Because the powers that be want you to listen to this content.
And the people
I'll tell you
are
how
buying
innocent
into
it was. I'll tell you how innocent it was.
Yeah.
When I arrived in this country, I did not know like rap music. I never heard of rap music. Didn't know nothing about rap music. And I remember the first time I heard a song, it was Tupac. And then I remember he said the word nigger. And I became so offended by that. I just came from 3 years in, what do you call it, in Portugal. Went through loads of racism there, called all types of names. Like real racism, not this fake racism that people have, claim to have experienced these days. I'm talking about being spat at, fights all the time. Like even the teacher is racist to you. Like that was the norm. You didn't complain. No one screamed racism. You just accepted it. It was what it was. Of course, I fought. I had loads of fights. Why? Because I wouldn't allow them to disrespect me. Do you see what I'm saying? But the thing is, I remember when I first got, and I heard, I was like, why is he swearing? Because I didn't swear. I didn't swear. My parents, like, you're not allowed to swear. You're not allowed to do any of that. So it was like, I heard him swear, and I remember, like, it was like a shock to my system. Like, it's like, why is he using the word nigger? Because that's such a horrible word. Why would he, is this person racist? I still remember one of my friends, he started laughing. He said, you're not from here. Because you really are not, you're innocent. And I was just like, what do you mean? I said, aren't you listening to what he's saying? And he couldn't understand it. Because he's already been brainwashed. It's been already normalized in his psychology. You see what I'm saying? But to me, it was like, he can't say that. What he's saying is evil. What he's saying is wrong. How can you not listen to it? He goes, no, he doesn't mean it like that. And that's how they start converting me. Oh, he means it differently. He don't really mean it in a bad way. He's not insulting us. Do you see what I'm saying? But it just felt wrong. I was just like, this is wrong. He shouldn't be swearing. He shouldn't be saying what he's saying. You know what I mean? But peer pressure. The more you listen to it, I was surrounded by it. Every party you went to, every time people are talking, they're all listening to the same thing. It's just saying, what's popular now? This is popular now. So everyone's listening to the same. And then eventually you gravitate to it. It's a big temptation.
This whole thing kind of goes on trends, doesn't it? They go and they come round.
And it's getting worse. It's getting worse. Like I think I said it last podcast. But look at just look at the music, how it has evolved. You know what I mean? Back in the 1940s, go back to the 1900s, all the way up to 2023. It's more sexual. It's more violent. It's more satanic. It's just more evil. Period. You see what I'm saying? It's like you can't even compare it to what they were making in the 1960s or 70s. You can't even compare it to that. But you can see the gradual progression to that. You see what I'm saying?
Technology's advanced as well. Technology's advanced as well.
Yeah.
Which has made it more accessible.
Yeah, there's that too. There's that too.
They didn't have technology like that back in the day. But if they did, it could have been just worse. Just as bad back then.
But hold on, it's not just music, it's movies.
Yeah.
Movies.
Killing is entertainment.
Yeah.
No one does it better than movies.
Yeah.
No one does it better than movies. Every movie, bro.
The thing about movies is they get into your visual sense as well as your audio sense.
Yeah.
So it's actually kind of more impactful on you.
Yeah.
They can take more of a control.
Yeah.
They hijack your vision as well as your ears.
But with movies, I don't know, like more people realize movies is fictional. For some reason with music, people take it as real. Like
I don't think there's such a thing as fictional.
Oh yeah. Right.
It's not real.
Like Terminator and all that.
But okay, ask yourself this question. Fictional, it's not real. The movie's not real, right? So why are people... to me, it's like it's real because it's programming all these people to act and think and feel a certain way. So it is real.
To that degree,
But it's promoted as fiction. It's promoted as entertainment. It's just entertainment. Yeah, pastime. It's escapism.
Yeah.
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
But it is real. It's not fiction. because we can see the impact that it's had in society. We can see on children, on adults. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, just ask one of someone from the older generation, and you ask them like, "Oh, what's your favorite song?" And they start reminiscing a song from back in the day.
Yeah, it's real for them.
Yeah, like the movies that they like. The thing. Oh, we don't listen to those movies. No, the blah blah blah. But that was their time. You know what I mean? That was their programming. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was their programming. Now we've got a different type of program. But when I look at the programming, it just gets more sexual, man.
Yeah.
It just gets more promiscuous. It gets more violent. Yeah. It gets more, you know what I mean, more degenerate. Yeah. You know what I mean, like deprived. It just gets worse and worse.
You can see the development over time.
Of course,
definitely.
Yes. Yeah, you can.
So do you think this entertainment is like creates a life of its own when once like it's out into the world of influence?
Yes.
That's what's happening. So in a way, it's kind of like a spirit.
It is.
Like a poltergeist.
Yeah, it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, and it's up to the human being to attach onto it and make it their reality.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people do.
Which is what
People are not going home and reading books. They're going home and putting on Netflix.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
They're going home and scrolling down their phones.
Yeah.
They're listening to music.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether you're no longer listening to music or not. You'll always have Netflix there. You'll always have your phone. You'll always have social media. You'll always have something. And it's all the same message.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all the same message.
Yeah. Like why can't we have positive messages? Like, back to that love again. Why can't we have loving messages? Why is it always negative? Why is it always bad?
Because there's because even the word positive, there's no such thing as positive.
Serious.
Yeah, there's no such thing as positive. It's like you have to define that. What do you mean by positive?
Positive, like instead of making news about crime, like the world's gonna end. What, like for example, in the newspaper today, what might you see? You might see, price of living is high. Fear.
I could argue that's positive.
Price of living has gone higher.
That's positive.
For you?
No, that's positive.
How?
The reason why that's positive is because it's
for the masses.
No, it's informing me on how I need to move in the future.
Okay, so what about
it's like someone saying, "Yo, don't go down that road because something's gonna happen." You see what I'm saying? Like
keeping you aware of
it's keeping you aware. What I'm saying is there's no such thing as positive because
like celebration. That's positive.
The term positive and negative it's up for interpretation.
Fact, but celebration that's positive. Celebration.
What are we celebrating?
Happy birthday. That's a positive.
What are we celebrating?
What we celebrate?
Like some people, the idea of celebrating. Take Christmas for example.
Yeah,
is
praise is positive.
Hold on, is drink themselves to oblivion. Yeah, smoke whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? And eat until they can't, until they throw up. That would you call? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I hate the term positive.
For real, I can see.
Hate it. I don't want to swear, but I hate it. I hate the term positive and negative because it's so meaningless. It means nothing. But when people say you gotta be more positive, what do you mean I gotta be more positive? Positive about what? Define that. It's like what do you mean positive about what? It's all up for.
Do you know what it comes back to? It comes back to the golden rule: do unto others how you want them to do to you. So if you want them to do unto you, that's positive. If you don't want them to do it to you, that's negative. There's your example.
I think you're.
That's your interpretation.
I think
that's the interpretation.
I think I know what you're talking about, and it's you're trying to hit more on like a moral line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah.
Moral, like a morality line.
Yeah. There's positive emotions.
I can think of a film genre that seems positive at the first instance, but if you delve into it, it's very negative.
Thank you.
And that's romantic comedies.
Thank you.
and
playing
comedies.
with your emotions.
They play with your emotions.
Horror movies,
and then
negative.
they push
comedies.
They push
positive.
the feminist message onto
Message,
women.
yeah.
Who likes to watch romantic
We're making
comedies?
breakthroughs. We're
It's
making breakthroughs.
It's women.
Yeah.
So there's your example. Horror movies, negative.
Yeah.
Comedies, positive. Laughing, that's a positive emotion.
I don't think
happiness.
because the thing is when we say
But how about romantic comedies?
That's positive.
It's
There's
positive,
elements,
but
of
that's
I
a
don't think
dangerous.
it's positive.
It's a dangerous one.
That's
look,
elements of
look,
both,
look.
to be fair.
I don't think-
and that's with most of them anyway.
I don't think it's positive because the thing is comedy isn't positive because what you made me laugh. Look, there's.
But
The thing is, real-
There's a guy had a joke, right?
Yeah.
He had a joke
Yeah.
about abortion, right? Aborting kids, right? It was a messed up joke, right?
yeah,
Horrible joke, right?
yeah.
Would you call that positive? Like when I say the joke was really crude.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a joke about he said something about this chick came up to him and said that she was gonna have a baby or something like that. She got pregnant, you know what I mean? And he was just like, and he knew she was gonna have it, and he was like, oh, fuck. And then he goes, but then a miracle happened.
Okay.
She had you know what I mean? So, anyways, bro.
Yeah.
She had some miscarriage or something, right?
Okay.
And and then she had a miscarriage in the toilet, you know what I'm saying, and then he goes, and the fucked up thing about it is I had to act like I gave her like I cared. He goes so he yeah. So he was just, so I was at the thing like, not the babe, he goes that the effed up part is I don't know, like, would you call that positive?
It's making light on a bad situation.
On a horrible situation, on a murder of an innocent baby. Would you call that positive? But what I'm saying is that's comedy.
Yeah.
Comedy is an interesting topic though, because they look at the world and all the negative things. They're kind of reporters.
Yeah.
They can make you laugh about the dark realities of the world.
Yeah.
And I think that is a one kind of interesting genre of actually
We
someone
should explore that.
someone using their mind in a. I don't know if they're really trying to manipulate us, but we are still getting entertainment out of it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
But you know what they are? These comedians, they're transformers. They transform your emotions, so they turn negative situations into light. That's transmutation.
Yeah.
Transformers.
You see, like, I can't make light of a situation like that.
But you laughed though.
I laughed.
So that's your truth is you laughed.
Yeah, I laughed.
Yeah.
But I remember being shocked first, before laughing.
You felt
No.
Like
But
it's
when
wrong.
I laughed
Yeah.
at that joke, now I can't laugh at that joke
Okay.
because I know the seriousness of it. But at that time, because I was living the way I was living, that shit was hilarious to me.
So so back to your question, like in that scenario, is it positive and negative? It depends on your moral compass at the end of the day, and it is subjective. Everybody has a different moral standard, but the guideline is back to the golden rule. Who you judge a person by how they manage that golden rule.
Okay, okay. What if he had, let's say, one of his sons died,
Yeah,
right? And I made a joke about it.
yeah,
We're gonna use the golden rule.
yeah.
Do you think he would find it funny?
I doubt that. I doubt that. Yeah, but with the audience,
No, that's the golden rule.
Yeah,
That's the golden rule.
how do you mean?
Do unto others as you'd like them do unto you, right?
Oh, so if
If
you
I was to apply,
make a joke,
let's say he lost his son. Let's say his son died, an accident, something happened, right?
Yeah,
Something
and he
tragic
made a joke.
happened. And then I went on stage
yeah,
and I made a joke about his son dying.
yeah.
Do you think he would find it funny?
But you have to remember in
That
his
wouldn't
joke,
fly.
but in his joke, he doesn't mention names. Though.
It doesn't matter whether he mentions names or not. He's talking about the death of a child. Yeah, of an innocent child. Yeah. Now, to all the women, that
that's gone through it.
Yeah. And to all the men that didn't want their women to go through it, and they still went ahead and gone through it, and they were really looking forward to having that child. Yeah. That is not funny at all.
But as a comedian,
what I'm saying,
he has to take it.
I'm not. Listen, the way he structured the joke, the way he said it, is a brilliant comedian. He made loads of people laugh. You see what I'm saying? Nothing against that. I can separate. You know what I'm saying? I know, but what I'm saying is, if we're going to apply the golden rule, and I made a joke about his son that just died last week.
But see,
he wouldn't like it.
That's not the same rule, though. Like
that is the same rule.
You're saying his son. You're assuming his son died last week. He's not talking about a situation where someone died last week. I'm sure if you
are you saying that a baby in the womb is not a real baby? It's not a real human being?
No, I'm talking about his joke. I'm saying like his joke. I'm assuming is not gonna be talking about something that happened last week. He's probably happened in his experience in life.
I don't know. A lot of these comedians, it won't even happen. They just write.
Yeah,
they write and make up jokes.
The fact is, we don't know. We don't know whether he.
But the fact
he had a personal experience or he didn't.
Yeah.
We're speculating right now. What I'm saying is, if we were to use that, do on top of this, and someone
for him, I think he would take it.
He would take it. He would take it. Nah,
he would take it graciously.
Graciously. You can act like you're taking it graciously, but in his heart, he would be hurt. So what I'm saying is, this is why I hate that negative and positive, because it's so subjective. It means absolutely no. So it's not even subjective. It just means nothing. It's completely meaningless. Well, you need to be a bit more positive. What the hell do you mean by that? You know what I mean? Because that person that's telling you to be positive, they could mean anything. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm angry with you because you've done something wrong to me. Okay? And I did not like it. Oh, Nelson, Octavio, you need to be a little bit more positive.
Yeah.
No, I've got every right to be angry with what you did. What do you mean positive? You're being negative right now. What do you mean? So I say, and the whole time you could use it to even take accountability away from you. Do you see what I'm saying? You're not being very positive. All that means is you're not being understanding and taking what I want you to take. You know what I mean?
It means you're bringing bad vibes and. Around you're emitting bad energy around. Like,
it's just a way of avoiding reality. It's just a way of avoiding reality. It's just a way of avoiding reality. It means nothing. Every time someone says that, I feel like grabbing something and throwing at them. It means absolutely nothing.
You need some emotional intelligence.
You need to be a little You need some emotion. All these terms, bro, that mean nothing. You need to be a bit more positive and negative. And when you are naive, you need some emotional intelligence. It's like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, but I need to do some work on you, man.
But no one would ever say you need to be more negative.
Exactly.
No one would ever say you need to be more negative.
It was to be
Imagine if you're one day you're really happy, you're walking around and someone, you need to be more negative. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. No. But let's say someone says you're being negative, and they're like, no, I'm not. I'm just telling you what you did wrong. What do you mean I'm being negative? Negative how? It's just like. Of course, their agenda, they don't want me to get angry for what they did to me. So I said, you're being very negative right now. No, I'm not. I'm not being negative.
People say that when you're being realistic.
Yeah, they're being, as soon as you're being realistic.
You're being negative.
Yeah.
Or that you're giving them some level of accountability. You know what I mean? Or you're holding them accountable. You're being very negative right now. No, I'm not being
negative. Depends on the circumstance, really. Times on the circumstance.
Yeah, but it's meaningless.
So just say you're in a football match. You're 2-0 down. 10 minutes to go. You're losing.
Yeah.
Manager comes in, prep talk. You guys, put your head up. Be more positive. Go out, win the game. Are you telling me that manager's wrong for saying that?
That's a good question.
Here's what a good manager.
You don't believe in what he's saying.
Here's what a good manager would say. Yeah, he wouldn't say be more positive. he would basically say, "Listen, guys, yeah."
What's your prep talk? I need to know.
No, it's fine.
2-0 down.
But 2-0 down, last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We're probably going to lose the game anyway.
You need to be more positive.
See, that's that Christian
No.
That's like defeating attitude.
I would basically tell them, the first thing, I would never say the word positive, right? About be positive. I would highlight where we're going wrong, That's the thing. I would highlight the flaws. I'll write I'll say, listen, guys, I know we are 2-0 down, but we can do this. Do you understand that? We can do it. We can do it.
What you're going to do?
Yes, I would say
that's
we
positive.
can. I would rather say we can do it than be more positive.
That's a positive talk, though. That's
we can do this. We can. Listen, it's been done before. We can do it. Let's not give up. Let's keep going. Let's keep going to the end.
Yeah, positive.
Not be positive.
But those are
guys, we need to be a bit more positive.
Those are
what do you mean? We've been
expressions.
playing there the whole time.
But the thing is, like, if you were in that situation, wouldn't you come up with some kind of plan? Like, right, you pass it to him.
Play. Yeah.
You
That's it.
run down there, cross it in, put it back to there in the middle, bang.
Yeah.
That's what a real coach would do.
Yeah.
He would be like, and then afterwards, we can do this, guys. So he will identify where
has to be the prep
he
talk.
will identify where we've gone wrong as a team. He'll come up with solutions for it. Do you see what I'm saying? What we have to do, and then in the end, he'll turn around and say, "Guys, we can do it." But what he won't say at the end is be more positive.
Come on.
No, that's not appropriate.
Come on, guys, be more positive. We have been. This whole match, we've been positive. What you mean, bro?
He's not going to be more negative. He's not going to be more
hold
negative.
on. Back to the topic,
Yeah.
So who's to blame, right? No. Killing
is
entertainment, right?
Yeah.
Who's to blame? Is it the rappers? The film producers? Who's to blame?
Or the people who want it.
The consumers.
Consumers.
The consumers. Sorry,
Consumers. Whoever's consuming it. They can make it all day long is the consumers stepping up and engaging. Nobody's forcing them to engage. Like, I know we don't live on an island and all that, but ultimately...
So everyone's to blame.
The individual.
It's the consumer.
The consumer.
Do you guys realize that babies are being raised with this type of music?
Yeah.
You
see it online all the time. Copying the children, copying the dances and all that kind of stuff. Crazy.
That's how
cursing at their parents and sad times.
Children are basically being raised to this evil. So you wouldn't say, oh, it's the powers that be, right? You would put the accountability on everyone. From the powers that be, from the film producers, rappers, anyone that puts out this content to the actual consumer itself, right? Okay, so everyone's to blame.
I blame the consumer because if the consumer doesn't make that purchase, they don't get finance to do more. They're going to do something else to satisfy the consumer.
Okay.
I see this as a similar problem to our last podcast, Men Are the Problem. Because men are actually the problem for funding the industry. I think in this case, the consumer is the problem for funding the entertainment industry.
Exactly. But why is the consumer funding it? I mean, regardless of how attractive they make it appear, right? Regardless of the promotion, regardless of all the lights, and regardless of how attractive they make the product look, why are the consumers falling for it?
They don't have the willpower to they're not strong enough.
Kind of what you said earlier, like the people who make it have tapped into our psyches, and the colours, the lights.
They know that to that.
They know what bypasses our moral judgments and what goes straight to our subconscious. They do key in.
So hold on. So
they study us.
So so that means you're taking accountability away from the consumer. Then the consumer could argue that I'm being influenced. I can't control myself.
And they do that, but ultimately they're still responsible. No.
I'm not doubting the psychological tactics that they use in order to get you to what do you call it, to kind of like be tempted by the product that they're trying to sell.
Yeah.
I'm not doubting that. They've got loads of tactics,
Yeah.
on how to, they know how to appeal to your emotion.
Yeah, they know how to get you.
Yeah, they know how to get you, right?
Yeah.
But that shouldn't still be an excuse for the consumer to.
Yeah.
It's not an excuse until the consumer can wake up and reach some kind of enlightenment on this whole situation. People are sleepwalking through this.
So what you're saying, it goes back to morality then?
It goes back to morality.
It
does. It always does.
It always does.
Yeah.
People need to be more spiritual.
In tune.
Raise their vibration, man. Be more loving.
That's it.
Be more compassionate.
That's satanic.
Be more positive.
That is woke satanic ideology. Don't
being
be
positive.
any of
I'm a Satan.
I think
mother.
I think what people need to do is repent and hold
Repent
themselves
for what,
accountable.
man? For breathing.
Hold themselves accountable for falling into that temptation. And if they do that, they will. It will open their eyes to the evil that they're actually indulging in.
But they know
that's
it's
what.
evil
That's what I would
already.
say. Hmm?
Like
Yeah, exactly. You know it's evil.
Yeah.
And then you partake in it. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Because you are
no.
conscious of it, right?
But when you raise your vibration, that means you can partake, but it's not going to influence you to go act out these things.
So you're saying that.
So they can
I don't know what raising vibration means.
They're not going to buy into it. Basically, they can watch it. It's like I go watch Batman. I'm not going out thinking I'm wearing a Batman cape and all that kind of stuff. It's not going to influence me.
But I think everything influences you. I think from the moment you wake up.
That's why you got to be able to govern yourself.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
it all comes back to self-governance.
Everything influences you, and if you're not careful, one day it will tempt you so much that you will actually go back and indulge in it.
Self-governance.
So what I would say is, there is no, you know what, because I'm enlightened, I can watch this and not be affected by this.
Hell yeah.
I reckon you shouldn't even.
You're strong.
No, I reckon you shouldn't even entertain it. Entertainment. I reckon you shouldn't even entertain it. I think
that road as well.
I think you should just say, yo. For example, take corn, right?
Yeah.
This is evil. I shouldn't watch it. It has a negative impact on me. I just used the word negative. See, I'm being influenced already. It is wrong. Yeah. So I shouldn't do it. Why? Because it will have an impact on me. It will have an impact on my emotions. It will have an impact on everything. So I shouldn't indulge in it. That means cut it off. If you see it, nope, not doing that.
If you can't handle it, don't indulge.
Why? Because the thing is, because we are influenced by literally everything. This idea that we can control what influences. Listen,
100%.
Listen. We are affected. We're going to be affected by it, and it's going to make us feel a certain way. And depending on how strong you are, you will either give it. But eventually, if you ever heard of the term, if you keep knocking on the devil's door, one day he will answer. If you keep flirting with it long enough, you will fall. This idea that you can keep flirting with evil or with your temptations and everything will always be okay. Yeah. No, this is how. You see, this is why the powers that be, the social engineering and all that, kept pushing this evil, right? This gangster music and killing people and these movies and so on.
Porn.
Yes, I'm sure at the beginning, people were like, I don't want, this is wrong. I don't want to watch it. But all you have to do is just keep pushing, keep pushing and keep pushing. And if people keep seeing it and seeing it and seeing it, eventually, say, you know what? When you're having that moment of, you know what I mean, you're feeling down and all of that, it's going to get to you. You're going to give in.
I think the moral standards can withhold, man. I have faith in humanity.
Yeah, what?
I have faith in humanity,
You have faith in humanity?
Yeah, I'm that coach in the locker room, man. We could do it, man.
They murder babies. They murder their own babies.
That sometimes I think that.
Thank you, Mo,
But
man.
then sometimes I'd just be like, it's gone too far.
Mo,
Too far.
Yeah.
You've given in. You have faith in humanity as well.
Sometimes.
I have faith, bro.
Sometimes.
We're all right, man.
Oh man,
Humanity's
I feel
cool,
better
man.
of you, man.
But
Humanity's lost, bro.
Love, everyone, love is the answer, man. Just love, man.
The what?
Love is the answer, man.
Yeah, God's love, not
God's
human love, bro. Human love is
love is
evil.
all
Human,
right, man.
human love is selfish.
Everyone's love, God's love, humans' love is all.
But,
See that? Love is love, right?
Love is love.
I've got a question. When you say you read a passage in the Bible,
All right.
and it really resonates with you, and you feel like you got some good out of it,
Okay.
yeah, then apply that to someone else happening. Do you not think, well, if this can happen to me, can someone else get this as well? And then can someone else get? And how many other people? There's obviously a lot of Christians out there like reading the Bible.
The biggest religion. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So do you sometimes think, well, if this message can have a knock-on effect and hit so many people,
It has had.
yeah, exactly.
This is why it's grown so much.
So can that save humanity? Can that save humanity? The message of the Bible.
It can save the individual person, but humanity will always be against it because of its sinful nature. So it's not necessarily can it save humanity, it's can it save the individual person, because it's a struggle to follow God. Jesus says, walk through the narrow door. You know what I mean? Don't go through the wide door. You know what I mean? For many enter it. You know what I mean? The narrow door is hard, it's rocky. You know what I'm saying? And only few find it. You see what I'm saying? But that's the path that leads to salvation. But what I'm basically saying is it's about your personal salvation. For example, whether a person converts or not, a person can find anything interesting. It's not about finding things interesting. It's about, like you said, that passage has an effect on you. The Bible is the biggest, most book most known in human race. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Who's more famous than Jesus? Do you see what I'm saying? None. What I'm basically saying is it's like it's to do with personal salvation, and all you can do is try to help the other person see that. But ultimately, listen, I don't follow the Bible because of the Bible. I follow because I've had a moment of conversion. Yeah. And that's what changed me. That's how I knew God is real. There are people that will read the Bible and they'll say it's a great thing. It's very interesting. Very, very, absolutely amazing. Great book. They'll say all of that. But they don't want to really interact with that. It's just like, it's almost like exercising vanity. Interesting. But they don't want to interact with that. You see, you can read something or you can interact with it and actually follow it. You see, that's two different worlds. Do you see what I'm saying? There's the world. Yes, loads of people find the Bible interesting. I'm sure, who wouldn't? But it's the following it, the living it out, actually living it out,
Practicing it.
Not even practice. It's actually, you know what? It says I need to do this. I'm just gonna do this. There's one person in the Bible. If someone forces you to walk 1 mile with them, walk 2 miles. If someone says, "Give me your jacket," give him your shirt as well.
Yeah, that's a lot, man.
That's a lot. That's love. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it's like that's very difficult to do, and Jesus takes it because he's trying to make you realize how bad sin is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what you have to do. It's like, it's almost impossible for a human being to do that. Everything that Jesus is saying, if you look at a woman and you even lust for her in your heart, forget doing anything with her. If you even look at her with lust, you've already sinned. What he's making you realize is your human strength is not powerful enough to actually follow the rules of God. So you have to depend on something else. And this is how you come to that conversion. Every Christian has had that conversion. If they haven't had, they're not Christians. That conversion when you feel the Holy Spirit, and once you experience that, that's what lets you know. And it's only through God, through praying, and praying to God consistently. That praying to God just means talking to God. That's all it is. That's all prayer really means. You're talking to God.
What about meditation?
Yeah, that's a form of prayer. Okay. Meditation. It's not just you. Jesus even says, God knows what's going on before you ask him. So don't be out here talking his ears off, basically.
Really,
you know what I'm saying? He already knows everything before you even ask him.
You
You see what I'm saying?
praising and gratitude, yeah.
But
Positive.
No, stop. But what I'm saying is, it's like, you will never fall. Everything that Jesus is saying is just making you realize that you can't do it. You can't do it by yourself.
Damn.
Hold on. You can't do it through human strength. You have to depend on God. And the only way you depend on God is by praying and asking God. That's how you come to find out that God is actually real. It's not written in a book. You see what I'm saying? That's when it becomes real. That's when it becomes, oh, he exists.
And
I know.
if you don't
Otherwise,
agree,
the Bible is just an
he'll
interesting
get jealous.
book. Otherwise, God's
He'll get jealous of you.
Otherwise, the Bible is just an interesting book. But I can find any
Pretty
book
much,
interesting.
yeah.
I can
piece of
read.
art.
I can read Islam. Yeah, it's a piece of art.
of art, man.
I can
Respect.
read the Quran. I can read
Respect.
Sikhism and all of that in the books. I can read all of that and find very interesting. You see what I'm saying? Shakespeare's very interesting.
Yeah, man.
Loads of people have written very
Inspiration.
interesting things. Until you engage with it and actually start living it out, then you'll understand what it means to. You see what I'm saying?
I've got to address the sinful nature. That's a whole episode, man.
What, sinful nature?
Yeah, human and their sinful nature, man.
Bro, it's evident. Every human being
Well,
has a
address
sinful.
that.
I see it in my own son. It's so full of. It's so
Sinful.
greedy, man. He wants everything.
Isn't that subjective?
Kids are selfish, bro.
But isn't that
you
isn't
seen
that
that?
subjective?
They're just trying it. They want to try it, everything.
Yeah, kids are selfish. They want all the attention for themselves, bro.
Isn't that natural?
Huh?
Isn't that natural? Self-preservation and all that.
Yeah. But for example,
He wants to survive, right?
okay, have you ever seen someone who lies? Why would we lie?
To get your way.
There you go.
So being selfish is sinful.
It's sin. Yeah.
But there's what about if you trade though? What if you
You guys
want your
always
way?
come back to the Bible, man.
What do you mean? How do you mean?
Go.
Like just say
Yeah.
I want something selfish,
Yeah.
but then I develop something, sell it and trade, then they got it's reciprocated. They got something they want useful. I got something I want useful.
Yeah.
Where's the selfishness in that?
Yeah, of course.
Where's
of course.
the sin in
There's
that?
different levels of selfishness, though.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a selfish is also self-preservation, and it's actually good. It's actually
Oh,
good.
so there's
need for survival.
selfish
bro.
can be
Okay,
used in a good way.
okay.
I can take
Let's say,
that.
let's
I'm
say,
with
let's
that.
say, for example,
I'm with that.
I know that my family needs this.
So there's not
Hold on
no
a second.
reason
Wait.
to be selfish then.
My family needs this,
Yeah.
and someone else needs it. It's like, my brother, I wish I could give it to you, but I have to give it to my family. I'm being selfish right now. You see what I'm saying? I'm being selfish. I'm preserving my
selfish?
family rather than that person. Do you see what I'm saying? Or I can say, my brother, I can
That's not
only
my
hold on a
definition of
second. Hold on a
selfish.
second. Or I can give you this little bit here. You take it, and then I'll give some. See, there's different levels
I
of it.
wouldn't say that selfish. My definition of selfish is taking and not giving back. That's where I would say would be selfish.
Yeah, actually,
The
no.
kind of,
You're right.
the
You're
person
right.
on the receiving side saying, "Okay, yeah, thanks,"
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, just
there's
taking it for yourself.
disappearing.
Yeah.
Do you believe
That situation
Hold
I
on,
wouldn't call it
actually, I
selfish.
agree with you. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
I was
I
wrong on that one.
wouldn't. Yeah.
Now, think about that.
Yeah. What, just taking and not giving back?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Would you call that a sin, though? Would you call that? Okay, forget the word sin. You get triggered by the word sin.
yeah.
No, not even.
Would you call that? Would you call that wrong? If I just keep taking, and I never give back.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah, that is.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
Have you seen human beings by any chance exhibiting that type of behavior?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
So humans have a sinful nature.
But it's not
For
by
example,
it's not by nature though.
vanity. Yeah?
Yeah.
They spend too much time looking at themselves. Girls these days, BBLs, you name it.
No,
Everything is to
that's
do.
vanity straight up.
Yeah, that's vanity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that's good?
No, there's no good in sin.
No, but this one said, if we're arguing whether the sinful nature exists within human beings, it does. We see it every day.
I think it's in humans, but there's a sinful and there's a non-sinful.
Have you heard of
So
the
it's a
seven?
nice nature.
Have you heard of the 7 deadly sins?
Yeah.
You've heard of that, right?
Yeah.
Human beings exhibit those behaviors all the time. Vanity, wrath, pride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All of these things. You know what I mean?
But there's 7 heavenly virtues. Human beings go on that side as well.
Yeah, they go on that side as well.
Yeah,
But
so
that doesn't take...
That's
that,
the positive and negative.
No. Stop.
It is. 7 deadly sins is negative. 7 heavenly virtues positive.
But that doesn't take away the fact that we have a sinful nature. Would you say most people exhibit good or bad?
It's in the middle. It's in the middle.
So are you saying people don't have a sinful nature?
They do, but they also have a pleasant nature as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They have a loving nature.
No.
I'm not accepting we're born in sin.
No. We are born in sin.
Or humans have a sinful nature. I think we have both a loving and sinful nature, and it depends on each person's moral compass.
We've got a sinful and a moral.
Yeah,
no.
And everyone has their own moral standards.
Yeah, we have the ability.
And we need to get on the same page.
It's not that we have these virtues. We have the ability to understand that we have a sinful nature and to want to do good, and we have the desire to want to do good. But that's just an ability to understand that you have a sinful nature. That's it. That's what allows you to then, okay, I shouldn't be too selfish, or I shouldn't be too this and that. But that's just an ability. But we have a sinful nature. But what you're calling the virtues that you're calling is just an ability to understand that we are conscious of the fact that we are like this.
And can choose the other side.
And can choose, absolutely. And can choose the other side. If we weren't able to choose the other side, then we would be robots. We'll be
exactly. Both have to be there in order for us to experience.
But that doesn't change the fact that we have a sinful nature.
But that means we have a heavenly nature too.
Sorry?
That means we have a heavenly nature too. We do. A sinful and a heavenly nature.
We do. And we have the
agreement.
And we have the conscience to
to remind people of that though.
We have the
remind people
all the time.
Spread that love, man.
Yeah, no.
You haven't mentioned that once in all these conversations about the heavenly nature.
All right, I think just to round it off, because we've got about 3 minutes left now.
What's the solution?
we got off topic, but it is still kind of on topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because killing is a bit sinful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
it is sinful. Yeah.
So we had
to got to the root.
We got to the root of it.
We actually get to the root of the actual thing. People only talk about it in basic terms.
Exactly.
We actually go deep into it. This is it. So what would you say is the solution quickly?
I think the consumer has to have some kind of awakening to realize what's happening to them through all these mediums.
What would you say your solution is?
I agree. The solution is to be conscious of it, and don't let it influence you so much.
To me, the solution is repent. You know what you're doing is wrong. You know listening to that song is wrong. You know listening to songs that promote murdering people and degrading and abusing women and men at the same time. You know it's wrong. Every human being knows in their heart it's wrong. They shouldn't be listening to that. Even music that boosts your ego. It's not just about murdering people and killing people. Even music that boosts your ego, you know what I'm saying, inflates your ego. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know that's also wrong. You see what I'm saying? People know what they're doing. So what I would say is hold yourself accountable. You know what you're doing is wrong. And only when you hold yourself accountable, you will be able to change. That's it. To me, that's the only solution. Man.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Salute,
man. Another episode, man. See you next time.